Hey, how's going guys? You are watching FreeCloud Gaming YouTube channel. Hope you are all having an absolutely fantastic day. In today's video I am going to show you top 5 games under 30 GB size for PCs with 4 GB RAM, and any 1 GB graphics card. But keep that in mind that all the above 5 games are randomly listed. Which means that the number of the game will not define the quality of the game. So now let's get started after the intro.
Let's roll.
3, 2, 1.
On number 5 spot we have Sleeping Dogs, Definitive Edition. Sleeping Dogs, Definitive Edition is an action-adventure video game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix's European subsidiary. Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. The player controls Wei Shen, a Chinese-American police officer who goes undercover and infiltrates the Sun on Yi Triad organization. The initial missions of the game are a linear tutorial for controlling the character. After these missions, the player is allowed to explore the game's world and take part in side missions and other activities. Shen navigates the world by running, jumping, climbing over obstacles, swimming, and driving cars, boats and motorcycles. The game features role-playing elements based on 3 types of experience points: XP, Triad, Face and Police XPs. Triad XP is obtained through melee combat and violent actions such as environmental kills. Face XP, obtained in civilian side missions, fills Shen's face meter and unlocks cosmetic items such as clothes and vehicles. Police XP is gained by minimizing civilian casualties and property damage in missions and by completing police side missions. So definitely worth a try. On number 4 spot we have Need for Speed. Need for Speed is an online open-world racing video game developed by Ghost Games and published by Electronic Arts. Need for Speed takes place in the fictional city of Ventura Bay and its surroundings, which is based on Los Angeles. In the game, there are 5 different gameplay types: Speed, Style, Crew, Build, and Outlaw, where players can earn points for engaging and to progress in the game through 5 overlapping storylines. The story revolves around the player and a small ragtag group of racers waiting to be noticed by any of the game's 5 icons, all of them being real-world motorsport and street racing figures. As the game progresses, the player earns money and reputation among the other drivers and people he meets along the way. So definitely worth a try. On number 3 spot we have Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is an action role-playing video game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Dark Souls 3 is an action role-playing game played in a third-person perspective. Players are equipped with a variety of weapons to fight against enemies, such as bows, throwable projectiles, and swords. Shields can act as secondary weapons, but they are mainly used to deflect enemies' attacks and protect the player from suffering damage. Each weapon has 2 basic types of attack, one being a standard attack, and the other being slightly more powerful that can be charged up. When performing spells, the player's focus points are consumed. There are 2 separate types of Estus flasks in the game, which can be allotted to fit a player's particular play style. One of them refills hit points, while another refills focus points, a feature new to the game. Combat and movements are made and fluid, as several player movements are performed more rapidly, allowing more damage to be done in a shorter period of time. So definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4 is a 2014 first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. Far Cry 4 is a first-person action-adventure game. Players assume control of Edge Gale, a Kyrati American who is on a quest to spread his deceased mother's ashes in the fictional country of Kyrat. LAKEY may utilize various short and long-range firearms, including pistols, revolvers, shotguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, bows, a flamethrower, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and sniper rifles. Throwable weapons include fragmentation grenades, Molotov cocktails, and throwing knives. The game allows players to take cover to avoid gunfights and to perform melee takedowns from above or up close. Far Cry 4 gives players the ability to kick objects and the ability to hide the corpses of enemies. Players can use a variety of methods to approach missions. For instance, players can utilize stealth to evade enemies and complete objectives without being noticed, or they also have the option to assault enemies with firearms and vehicles. Players are also able to ride on elephants, which serve as tank-like offensive weapons. Players can throw bait towards enemies, which attracts nearby wildlife that is hostile to both the player and enemies. Players can also hunt and skin animals. The game features an open-world environment that is free for players to explore. It features several environments, including forests, rivers, and mountains. The game features various vehicles, including buggies, trucks, and water vehicles like speedboats. So definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have Terminator: Resistance. Terminator: Resistance is a 2019 first-person shooter video game developed by TN and published by Reef Entertainment. In the game, on August 29, 1997, the military computer artificial intelligence defense network Skynet became self-aware and initiated a nuclear holocaust called Judgment Day. In the decades that followed, Skynet became locked in a war to exterminate the surviving remnants of humanity. Meanwhile, pockets of human survivors organized themselves into a resistance military organization dedicated to strike back against Skynet, led by John Connor. Terminator: Resistance is set in a post-apocalyptic 2028 and 2029 Los Angeles. Players take on the role of Jacob Rivers, a soldier from the Resistance led by John Connor against Skynet's robotic killing machines. The game features multiple possible endings. So definitely worth a try. So that's all for today's video, guys. First of all, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up to show your support on the video in numbers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay home and stay safe, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. Bye.